Hi, Piney Kindergarten. Miss Bo right here. I am here today to do a little bit of math with you. So I'm super excited. I have some really fun activities planned for us, and you're going to have to just bear with me. As you can see, we are not in our classrooms right now, so I did the best that I could with what I have. So I typed out a few lesson objectives for us today. So some things that I have planned for us just to kind of keep us on track. So the first thing that I want us to do is make sure that we have our math brains ready. So we're gonna get started with I can read my numbers. We're just gonna flip through our numbers to make sure that we are sharp with knowing our number names. The second and third goal today, the things that we're gonna be doing, we are going to be working with some 10's frames. So I have printed off some 10's frames and we will be using those for the second and third activity today. We will be using our math strategies for both the second and third goal for today. So I can use my math strategies to see how many, and I can use my math strategies to see how many more are needed to make 10. So this is going to be our new goal for today, maybe something that you've never done before. Hopefully these math strategies that I'm going to discuss sound familiar from some of your math talks and things that we've done so far in our numbers to 20 and our numbers to 100 unit this year. So let's get started. I have some numbers here. So just like with our popcorn words, we should be able to see these numbers and know them in a snap. If you don't know these numbers in a snap, I would suggest making your own flashcards at home so that you can be practicing these, mix them up, pull out the numbers that are kind of tricky for you. And if I'm going too fast, you can always pause this video and you can always rewind for extra practice. So I'll give you about 3 seconds or so to answer, and then we will just move on. So I will give you the answer. All right, ready? 0, 6. Good, 8. 13, good job. 19, good. Remember those teen numbers start with a 1 and end with their number. 1, 10, and 9 extra ones. 18, good job. 16, nice. You guys are doing good. Easy one, right? 3. 15, good job. 11, a 1 and a 1, 11. 17. 5, great job. 14, good. 1, 10, 4 extra ones. 4, great job. 7, nice job. And you can even be tracing these in the air as I go. So you could go 7. 1, nice job. 2, awesome. 2 is a really, really tricky one. So if you're still struggling to get that 2 flipped the right way, half a heart, give it a shoe. Nice job. 10, great. We'll be working with 10 a lot today with our second activity, or our third activity with our 10's frame. 20, good. Remember, a lot of us get this still mixed up with 12. Good, remember, 2 sets of 10 and 0 ones is 20. You saw my extra ones. Bear with me, see? Not in our classroom. All right, what do we have? 2 extras here. 12 and 9. Good job. And then since we just finished our numbers to 100 unit, I do have some challenge ones for you. So let's see if we can get these quickly. Make sure you take a look at that 10's place and the 1's place. Ready? 32. Good job. 32. Take a look at that 10's place and the 1's. 5 10s, 7 extra ones. 57. Good job. It's a fun one. 99. Good. And then what comes after 99? 100. Good job. Big number comes after that one. 61. Good. Good, good. Careful. 28. Nice job. Look at that 10's place and the 1's. 42. Nice job. Okay, really great. So if you notice that maybe you were stuck on a few of those, make your own flashcards at home and practice reading those with a snap. You should be able to read those numbers so quickly. All right, so for our next activity, we are going to use our math strategies to count how many. So we're gonna review our math strategies really quickly. Like I said, we're not in our classroom, so I really quickly just made an anchor chart for us. So one thing that we can do when we're taking a look at a tens frame is use what you know about a tens frame. A tens frame is called a tens frame. Why? Right, because it has 10 places on it. So if a tens frame is completely filled up, how many would that be? Right, 10. So use what you already know about a tens frame. There are 5 on the top row, 5 on the bottom row, and 10 all together. And use that strategy to help you when you are figuring out how many. Another strategy that I would like for you to try today is to see a group and use that to help you. So that is called what? Subitizing. Great job. So subitizing is when you see a group and you just know it. A lot of you play dice games, or you play games where you are rolling a dice on even a computer and you maybe know those dot patterns. So if you see this dot pattern and you know that's 4, use that. Use that. Don't count that. You know that's 4. If you see this and you glance at it and you know that that's 3, that's subitizing. You don't have to count those dots. You already know that that's 3. The last strategy is a little trickier, but we're going to actually use this in our third part of the lesson today, but counting on. So in your tens frame, you can use the second strategy of seeing a group, but then use the biggest part of it and count on. And we've practiced this a lot in our classroom, I know. So this top row, we know that that is 5. If you know that this is 5, do you need to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? No, you don't need to do that. Say 5, 6, 7, and count on so that you can quickly see how many are on the tens frame. Or maybe you see this dot pattern and you know that that looks like a dice and you know that looks like 6. And maybe you want to say 6, 7, 8. So, or maybe you do the top row, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you can count on. So counting on is a really easy way to quickly see how many are on a tens frame. So are you guys ready for the next part? I have some tens frames made for us, and I have the answer flipped to the other side. So I'm going to quickly show the tens frame, and I want you to see if you can count how many, and I'm sure most of you just subitize this really quickly. You're probably yelling the answer over me. So how many is this? Good job, 5. All right, so that's how this is gonna go. We're gonna quickly just go through some tens frames. Are you ready? Sorry, I gotta get my camera right. Good, all right, give your brain one kiss if you got that one correct. Hopefully you were able to subitize 5, 6, 7, or maybe count on. Good job. Or maybe you saw this dot pattern like on a dice, the 4, and you said 4, 5, 6, 7. Either way works. Great job. Next one, ready? All right, this one's gonna be easy. Ready? You ready to shout it? Great job. I knew you guys would get that one. 2. Good. That was quick too. You guys came up with that answer quick. 5, 6. Nice job. All right, you ready to shout this one also? Good job. I knew you guys would do that one too. 3. Easy 1. Good job. That's a subitizing though, just knowing that there's 1. On a dice, when you roll that dice, you know really quickly if you rolled a 1. All right, this one might be a little bit harder. Nice job. Okay, so some of you might have done 5, 6, 7, 8, or maybe you did 6, 7, 8. Good. Or maybe you did 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. 8. All right, ready for this one? 10. Nice job. All right, so we're gonna keep on moving here. So the next part of our lesson, and in the classroom, you know that we would slow down and we would do some of these together, and But for the purpose of this, we're gonna keep moving. If you need a little bit of a break, go ahead and pause the video and come back later. Also for this portion of the video, you can either just speak along with me, answer out loud, or I am going to be writing on a whiteboard some answers, and we are going to be making some number sentences. So if you're interested in doing this along with me, pause the video, go grab yourself a pencil and a piece of paper if you're interested in making some number sentences with me. So, all right. The next part of this is I can use strategies. Maybe say that with me. I can use strategies. Good job. And a number sentence, good job, to show how many more, say it with me, to show how many more are needed to make 10. This is gonna be tricky. All right, show me 10 fingers. All right, and we know that 10 are on a 10's frame. So I'm gonna show you what I mean. I'm gonna give you an example, okay? So I'm gonna put one of our 10's frames up here that we just did. So we know that this is how many? 5, right? So we have 5 on the 10's frame. Now, we need to figure out how many more are needed to make 10. So 5 and, popcorn red, right? Something make 10. I'm gonna make that a little bit smaller. I don't know if you guys can see me good. 5 and something make 10. So what number do I put there? What number do I need to make 10? So we're gonna use our math strategies again to go back to the 10's frame. So I'm gonna use the strategy to count on. So I see that I have 5, but let's look at this bottom row here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I added 5 dots to this, just lost my pen. If I added 5 dots to this 10's frame, would I have 10? Yes or no? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Yes, because 5 plus 5 equals 10. Nice job, you guys. Okay, so let's try another one. That one was kind of easy. We're gonna try another one together, okay? All right. Let's do, you might be able to subitize this one. All right, I'm gonna write, thank you for being so patient with me and thank you for working so hard. So proud of you. All right, remember we're making what? We're making 10 because there are 10 on the 10's frame. All right, how many do we have? We have 8. Now let's look and see how many empty spaces do we have? How many more do we need to fill a 10's frame? Nice job. Okay, so you can clearly see that there are 2 empty spaces on the 10's frame. So there are 1, 2. I love that you are counting those empty spaces, counting on those empty spaces. So 2 more are needed to fill up that 10's frame. So our number sentence could look like this. 8 plus 2 equals 10. We've done a lot of this during math talk, haven't we? We haven't ever filled up a 10's frame before, but we've definitely made these number sentences, haven't we? Really nice job, you guys. All right, you want a trickier one? All right, let me take this one off and erase this. All right, get your pencil ready. Get your counting ready. Ooh, let's do this one. Ooh, no, we're gonna do this one. This one will be harder. All right. I bet you're, can't wait to see what it is. Ready? All right. Okay, so what could you do to figure that out? Should you count all the empty spaces? Could you use one of our math strategies of counting a row and counting on? Nice job. Good. I hear some of the answers. Good job. Okay, so here's what I would do if I were trying to figure out how many more. I know that 5 are empty down here. So I would say 5, 6, 7, 8 are needed to make 10. 2 spots are already filled, but 8 are empty. So you can either count all the spaces, you can count on like this. I know that this is 5, 6, 7, 8. So I said 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is needed to make 10. So what would my number sentence look like? Anybody? Good, 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 good. Okay, 2 plus, remember numbers are going together to make a bigger number, 8 equals 10. Really nice job. Okay, so I know that you guys are so smart, and you probably want to practice this a little bit more. So if you are wanting a little more practice with this, I'm going to show you a little trick. So all of your teachers, we have all sent home these really nice little packets of activities. I'm going to show you a trick. You can find any sheet. So this sheet was actually from last Thursday, or the 4th day of last week. And it had some 10 frames on it, and you were supposed to match the team numbers. So if you want a little more practice with how many more it takes to make 10, I would suggest going back to that sheet from last week, and even if it's done, that's okay. Chop it up and take your 10's frames out of that sheet. So, and parents, if you're watching and you notice that maybe your child was struggling a little bit with this, I would simply just cut out the 10 frame part. If you notice that they were doing really well with it and maybe had no trouble at all, and you want to push them a little bit further, you can cut out the entire 10's frame. So this would be how many to make 20. So since this was numbers up to 20 page. So it may look something like this. You can cut those. All I did was just simply cut the 10's frame out, and since they're all numbers to 20, the top row is 10, you can take that, throw that away, and use that bottom portion. So for example, this one has 4, and then how many more to make 10? 5, 6. So you can simply take this apart and use the resources that we've given you to try some of these things that we're doing. But if you did want to maybe push your child a little bit further, and kindergartners, if your parents are not around and you want to try this, just fast forward to this part of the video so that they can see this tip that I am giving them. So if you did notice that they were doing really nice and they want to be challenged, keep this portion, the whole piece, and you would just say blank and blank make 20. So this, they would count on 10, 11, 12. So there are already 12 on there, and then they would need to come up with the number that is empty, or how many more that are needed to make 20. I would suggest doing 5, 6, 7, 8, counting that row and then counting on 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you can have them write that number sentence, 12 plus 8 equals 20. So this is just if you notice that your child was doing really well with that activity that we just tried. If that was really a struggle, I would just simply go back to the 10's frame and practice recognizing those numbers. Just really good number sense, understanding how many, being able to say those numbers really quickly. So lots of number practice, writing those numbers. So super proud of you guys. And I'm really proud of you for just working as hard as you can while you're at home without us. And know that we are always here for you with anything that you need. And if you are looking for extension activities like this, please reach out to your child's teacher, or really honestly, all of us. We are always willing to give you ideas and tricks and tips. So love you very much. I love all of you, and I can't wait to see you again. So take care. Thank you.